So I'm the red-bearded Matthew Kaner. I'm here to take you on a virtual tour of Saint-Émilion, specifically to Château Cheval Blanc. So the town of Saint-Émilion is a medieval town. There's amazing Roman ruins. It's a town that when you walk around, you feel the passage of time. It's somewhere that's kind of stuck in time a little bit. It's not hit by the internet. There's not a bunch of kids walking around doing Instagram photos. This is a place where time slows down. It's an agricultural town. It's a place where grapes are the most important thing. It's the gold standard of how people live their lives in the village. When you leave the village, you feel kind of a quiet amongst the vines. You quickly get out of the town, you go into these amazing vineyards. These are the wines that people are now learning are the most collectible wines in Bordeaux because they're still relatively affordable. We're now on the western edge of Saint-Émilion, right where it hits Pomerol. We're on the right bank of the Garonne and Daronne rivers in Bordeaux, and that's a very Merlot-dominant area for Bordeaux, where the left bank is all Cabernet Sauvignon-dominant wines. Cheval Blanc actually decided through intuition to replant the vineyards over the course of a decade and made a somehow genius move to plant a lot of Cabernet Franc and move away from the Merlot-dominant vineyards of the area. So now the vineyards there are 49% Cabernet Franc, 47% Merlot, and 4% Cabernet Sauvignon, going away from the area and away from its other wineries of prestige. The property itself has been around since 1832, when Château Figeac sold off half of its winery and land, and the Ducasse family decided to take very seriously this amazing opportunity with the soil type, with the prestige of Saint-Émilion, and also its proximity to Pomerol. And over the course of the next 20 years, this winery developed really specially, and it had to transform from Vin de Figeac into Cheval Blanc, which was first on a wine label in 1852, so 20 years after the winery actually was purchased. When Saint-Émilion got its classification, 4 wines were memorialized as Premier Grand Cru Classé A, those being Château Ausson, Château Angelus, Château Pavie, and of course, Château Cheval Blanc. When you approach the chateau, you understand that there's a way that wine is done in this place. There's a home, there's a house, there's a centrifuge for this valley. It really shows a passage of time and an understanding that things should not change too much. Now, when you enter the winery, you're going to see a lot of old oak and a lot of new oak. And oak is going to forever be an important aging vessel for the wines of Bordeaux, specifically the wines of Château Cheval Blanc. But one of the most standout points that you see in this winery are their concrete vats, which are shaped a little bit teardrop-like in kind of an odd teardrop shape. They're unique. It's the first place you ever see them. Château Cheval Blanc as a wine is something that every time you open it, you're going to think about the cost. Now, you're always going to enjoy the wine. The wine is a top wine on the planet. It's a blue chip. It's so sought after. It's almost more collectible than it is something to actually drink. But the value of these wines has just skyrocketed in the last decade. They're wines that the top billionaires and top wine collectors on the world argue over, fight over, go at auction and try to outbid each other over. And at some point they become a trophy, almost more than an actual piece of enjoyment. But these wines can age a decade, 2 decades, a century. They live forever. And the oldest bottle that I've seen is from 1909, still available in the cellar today. Now, if you have the opportunity to drink Château Cheval Blanc, first off, kiss your feet, kiss the ground, pray to God, and understand how lucky you are.
Château Cheval Blanc 2006 is very classic vintage in Bordeaux. And I put in a glass. And 2006 is in the cool weather in September, is a good ripening process. The characteristic of Cheval Blanc, this large proportion of Cabernet Franc gives to the wine a very distinctive style of finesse and elegance. And for me, the real definition of Cheval Blanc and the Cabernet Franc invite the Merlot for the long trip. Is a good definition. And the nose is a lot of black fruit and just a little smoky nose, just a little spicy. And the color is very dark. The tannin is very smooth. You have a lot of fatness, a lot of sweetness. And the touch of the tannin for me is a silky tannin. I think Cheval Blanc is a Cashmere wine. And the Cashmere is a great definition for the great wine because it is elegance in a time. I think for this wine, normally is the meat, also the game, and the deck. And also it's possible to prepare with a cheese. And the Comté cheese with Château Cheval Blanc is great. Affinate 15 months is a good compromise. But with the meat, and the meat very rare, it's difficult to drink with a very spicy dish. Because a spicy dish is a big concurrence with the wine. Because Cheval Blanc is so very elegant, have a lot of freshness and very fruity wine. You have always a good appointment with this wine. Just in the middle of the night is a good solution.